Welcome to aminacademy.com. In questions, how, why, what? Let us do. How does Wi-Fi works? Wi-Fi uses radio waves to transmit information between your device and your router via frequencies. Two radio wave frequencies can be used depending on the amount of data being sent. For 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, what does that mean? Well, a hertz is just a measurement of a frequency. For example, let's say you are sitting on a beach watching the waves crash to shore. If you measure the time between each wave crash, you had been measuring the frequency of the waves. 1 hertz is a frequency of 1 wave per second. 1 gigahertz, on the other hand, is 1 billion waves per second. The two Wi-Fi frequencies are split into multiple channels so as to prevent high traffic and interference. When it comes to sharing the data across these channels, well, that's when the computer science happens. The first step is in the process of is limited by the user. When you access the internet on your device, it converts the information you have requested into binary code. The language of computers, that is a binary code. Everything computers do is based on binary code, a series of ones and zeros. When you click on the article, your request is translated into a bunch of ones and zeros. If you are using Wi-Fi, these ones and zeros are translated into wave frequencies by the Wi-Fi chip embedded in your device. The frequencies travel across the radio channels mentioned earlier and are received by the Wi-Fi router that your device is connected to. The router then converts the frequencies back into binary code and translates the code into the internet traffic that you requested. And the router receives the data through a hardwired internet cable. The process repeats itself until you have loaded this article or anything that requires the internet. All of this happens to an unbelievably fast rate. Most routers operate at 54 Mbps, that is megabits per second, meaning that when such routers transmit binary data, 54 million ones and zeros are taken in or sent out in single second. Now, further, Wi-Fi is wireless networking technology enabling various devices like computers, smartphone, and other equipments to connect to the internet and communicate with each other without a cable. It creates a network where these devices can exchange information. This established connections through a wireless router act as an intermediary intermediary between the Wi-Fi capabilities devices and the internet. This technology allows seamless internet access and devices communication in homes, offices, and public spaces. Wi-Fi is wireless technology that allows electronic devices to connect to the internet and communicates with each other without a physical cable. This uses radio waves to transmit the data between a Wi-Fi router and compatible devices like smartphones, computers, and smart home gadgets. The Wi-Fi network are common in homes, offices, and public spaces, providing convenient internet access and local connectivity. This technology has become an essential part of a modern digital life, enabling wireless internet browsing, file sharing, and device communications in various settings. Now, let us discuss further about how does Wi-Fi works. Wi-Fi uses radio waves, already we talked about, to transmit data between devices and a router. The router then connects to the internet and sends the data to the devices. Wi-Fi or wireless fidelity. Wi-Fi means WIFI means wireless fidelity. Is a wireless technology that allows devices to connect to the internet and communicate with each other. Radio waves are a type of electromagnetic radiation with long wavelengths and low frequencies. They part They are part of the electromagnetic spectrum, which also include microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. It is a radio is one of them. How it works? The user requests information which is converted into binary code. Suppose you are the users, you request information which is converted into binary code. The device's Wi-Fi chip translates the binary code into radio waves. The radio waves travel through the air and bounce off obstacles. The router receives the radio waves and translates them into data. The router connects to the internet and sends the data to the devices. The devices can communicate with each other. How to connect a device to Wi-Fi? Most new computers come with built-in wireless transmitters. If a computer does not have a built-in wireless transmitter, a wireless adapter can be plugged into the computer's USB port or PC card slot. Once a wireless adapter is installed, the computer can automatically detect nearby networks. The user can then select the network to connect to. How to extend Wi-Fi coverage? The Wi-Fi range extender can be used to extend the network search. The extender gets internet access from the router and broadcasts its own signal. Here we discuss about what is a wireless access point. The wireless access point, that is WAP, means that a wireless access point is the networking device that allows Wi-Fi enabled devices to connect to the wired network. It acts as the central hub broadcasting the Wi-Fi signal that devices can detect and join. Access points are commonly used to extend the range of existing networks, create separate network segments, or provide Wi-Fi connectivity in large spaces like offices, schools, or public areas. They can be standalone devices or integrated into a router, and they enable multiple devices to access network resources and the internet wirelessly within their coverage area. Now, there are a lot of applications of Wi-Fi. Using Wi-Fi can be accessed on internet in any Wi-Fi capable devices wirelessly. We can stream or cast audio or video wirelessly on any devices using Wi-Fi for our entertainment, like our cell phone. We can share files, data, etc. between two or more computers or mobile phones using Wi-Fi, and the speed of data transfer rate is also very high. Also, we can print any documents using a Wi-Fi printer. This is very much used nowadays. We can use Wi-Fi as hotspot. Also, it points wireless internet access for a particular range of areas. Using hotspot, the owner of the main network connections can offer temporarily network access to Wi-Fi capable devices so that The users can use the network without knowing anything about the main network connections. Wi-Fi adapters are mainly spreading radio signals using the owner network connection to provide a hotspot. Like more more users in that is application of Wi-Fi are there. Nowadays, without Wi-Fi, we cannot think about our life. That much improvement in computer science nowadays. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.